Hi. So, I've decided to finally start to tell my story. Um, I've been very silent, and I think it's time to start telling my story to everybody that doesn't know, that's been in the dark, that has been misled. It's been a very, very rough couple of years. My ex-husband isn't at all the man he portrayed himself to be. My husband didn't exist. That guy was fake. One day he just died and became this pod person, and that I had never met before, and that was an evil man, and his whole demeanor and personality and body language and the way he speaks and his face and his everything changed instantly. And I haven't seen my husband since. My husband never talked like that to me. He never he didn't look like that. He didn't act like that. My husband was a lot of things, but he was not cruel. Well, clearly he was, because he made up the whole personality and lived a whole fake life, But I didn't know that my husband was cruel, and he wasn't outwardly like that to me. And yeah, he messed with my perception of reality for 10 years. Lying, manipulating. In 10 years, I don't have a single memory that I can say is 100%, that I can say is true. Because, of him messing with my perception of reality, with all of his deceit and deceptiveness and manipulations, and that I didn't even know was happening. I didn't have a clue. I knew he lied sometimes, but I never thought it was to hurt anybody. I always thought it was because he had low self-esteem, or he didn't want to upset anybody or let anybody down, or was avoiding confrontation or whatever. I never ever thought that he would lie to hurt somebody, which he did a lot. Rose-colored glasses, I guess. There were a lot of red flags that I ignored, and looking back, there were a lot. But they didn't individually seem that bad. But he changed and into this other person, and it's like I woke up in the twilight zone, and my whole marriage was a lie. My whole husband was a lie. Was a made-up person. He took my babies. That's something. There's things that you think are sacred, that are untouchable, that should be sacred and untouchable, like being a mom, babies. Nobody should be able to mess with that, or what he did. He took, I mean, I can't trust my own judgment. I can't trust my own thoughts, my own memories, my own judgments. Because they're not really mine, you know? I mean, that's 10 years of not being able to trust a single thing that's in my brain, you know? That's fucked up. That's a hard thing to accept and to be able to deal with. And then on top of it, having my babies, it's like, you know, I mourn them like they're dead, like they died every day. And that doesn't get any easier or any better or any less traumatizing every day. I mourn them. And every day I miss them more than, and nothing makes any sense. I'm in the twilight zone. Everything is backward. It doesn't make any sense. And I can't focus on anything. I mean, how can you, you know? My babies are gone. And they're being hurt. It's like they got kidnapped and by this evil imposter person, and nobody will help me. Nobody cares. I don't know who that man is, you know? He's a stranger to me. I slept next to a complete stranger for 10 years. I don't know that guy. That guy's not the man I was married to, and he's not their daddy, you know? He's not. And I don't know how to get anybody to care or do something or I don't know how to. It's like I'm the only one that sees it, and I look like I'm crazy because of it. Along with the character assassination and the smear campaign that he you know, completely erased me and rewrote my story and replaced me in my own life. Had my babies calling somebody else mom in 2 months. 2 months. He was already having an affair, having my babies sleep at her house. Shit, he was engaged before I even filed for divorce, you know? I was sitting there starving and homeless, and he was getting engaged. He was courting some lady with my kids. And lying through his teeth to me. It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. There's no nothing that can make this right, you know. But this is my first video. I'm going to do a lot more and describe what has actually happened and what this has been like and what I've been through and had to live through.